things. I've been seeing.
I got a closing on Friday. My first referral from ADR closed on Friday.
Oh, fantastic. Is that the one in Florida or the one in Washington State?
That was in Puyallup, Washington.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, and I saw we've been getting the spreadsheet changed, the ADR spreadsheet, so there were some more assignments in the last week, so that's good news for everybody. I think we're approaching 400 for the group, 387. So that's just since January. So that's amongst the preferred agents in our group. I understand some agents may not have received anything. It's just it's very much geographic dependent where you are in the country. I can tell you where to move to if if you want to make that leap. But so good, nice win, Angela. Any other wins for the week? Anything else good going on for you guys?
Good morning.
Hi,
It's
Katrina.
Katrina. Hey, I did get 2 new listings last week, so I
Good
did
job.
from ADR. So thank you.
Nice. And I had a nice conversation with your friend Latanya referred over. So
Okay,
let's keep that conversation going. Kamika.
sounds good.
Um,
Kanika, I think that's her name. Yeah,
yeah.
Latanya. I think Latanya has known her for a while. So
Okay, great.
So
Great. Well, we had a really good conversation, actually 2 conversations last week. So yeah, we'll keep that going. It sounds like she's a good agent there in the Atlanta area.
Oh
So
yeah. So hopefully we'll bring on more agents to the team.
yeah, that's the goal. We want to spread the wealth, but also make sure that you guys can have good coverage and expand your coverage. That's the idea of everything that we're doing, is to make your geographic area as large as possible with referrals that can be going on amongst your teammates. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
Any other wins for the week?
I mean, I just think the win is the amount of business that's going through, guys. If you talk to other companies, other groups, even teams, like this is non-existent. And what we put together here, right? Like I wish we had more coverage in South Carolina, because last week we had 40 properties and we have one agent in Charlotte, South Carolina. So this is where, again, where we need you guys to expand that coverage, and it's just being expanded by testimonials. Angela, on the person that you were talking to, like there's ways where we could get some exceptions and split those up. Yes, keep all of that stuff. We don't want you to lose that. But what if we gain this? What would 40 extra listings do? I guarantee you that is a hell of a lot more lucrative, especially if you could keep everything else and stuff like that. So sometimes people just don't understand, or they think that it's going to be this taking away from them. We don't want to take anything away. We just want to build onto it. And we want to build onto it for this next 4, 6, 8 years. Like that's the exciting part. Like we're just getting started in this.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that comment. I think we are just getting started. Just the tip of the iceberg. So, well, if there's any other wins, shout them out as we go through the meeting. Let me just go through my agenda, and then we'll just see if there's anything on your minds that you wanted to talk about. But just one of the things I'll be working on all week, and I really am not scheduling outside calls except for you guys. If you guys need me, you call me anytime this week. But I'm not doing outside scheduling, because I'm really starting to try to gear up for 5-star. We have a list of agents that have told us they're going. Some of the agents on this call have indicated that you're going, and so what I'll be doing this week is basically putting together my lists and sending out emails. So the first email that's going to go out will be to agents in our preferred group. So everybody that's in our group should receive. If you told me that you're going to be going, or maybe you're going to 5-star, you'll get an email from me probably today or tomorrow. If you don't get an email, reach out to me to let me know that you're going. We have a couple things going on. Larry, are we still doing the seminar on Monday?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it on my calendar and stuff like that. I'll follow up with David Russell and everybody there as well.
Okay, great. So we have a REO seminar we're doing, seizing REO opportunities that Larry's done. Larry did it in Nashville. He's done it all through Texas. He'll come to your city if you want him to. Maybe, I don't know. But the idea is that we're just growing our as much influence as we can with our group. So we're going to be doing that on Monday, a 5-star. Looks like American Destiny is going to put together a little get together for agents just in our group, and some agents that we want to ask to go. Anybody that's in our group will be asked. So again, we want to make sure that you guys get that invite, and I'll be sending that out later. Like I said, either later today or tomorrow. So just so you guys know where I'm at, I'm going to be going to 5-star. American Destiny's taking about 4 or 5 staff with us. Darren will be there. Barry Owens will be there. In addition, Larry's going to be there. I think Jeff Russell's said he's going. Kelly Jones will also, Eric Delgado will be there. So there'll be a lot of us from the REO Alliance and American Destiny at the event. We definitely want to meet up with you. I feel like I know everybody really well, even though I've only met a couple people on this call in person. It just we're on so many calls together, but I've met Sean, I've met Larry, and I think that's it. Oh, Katrina, I've met Katrina. So I haven't met a ton of people in person, which is kind of weird because I feel like I know everybody really well, even though we haven't met in person. So we will be sending that out. And then also, I believe this weekend on Revenos, I think there's an institutional training on, what day was that? Thursday. There's institutional investment certification. I did get anybody who sends me their certificates, I put them in a folder. So if you guys would happen to lose them, or if you need them real quick, or you need them on the fly, you don't have access to your certificates, I do keep those on hand. But I would set up a folder in your email so that you can keep your certificates all in one place as well. I don't know that EXP requires you to update those on a regular basis. I've heard that you're supposed to update them every year. I don't think that's a hard rule, but I wouldn't let a certification go like more than 2 years without updating it, or just checking with like Cindy Nixon or the people at the Revenos in the Revenos group. We do communicate with them fairly often. I know Larry has a direct line of communication with some of those agents. 18 months. Okay, good. Alicia just or April just said that they're good for 18 months. So anyhow, we want to keep those updated, when you need to. What's that, Larry?
I was just going to say, here's the thing, right? A lot of people come to me and they're like, well, Larry, I took that and I haven't got anything. Guys, this is another asset management company. So how many asset management companies are you signed up for? And how often do you just get assignments if you don't know those asset managers, if you don't have a rapport and relationship? This is no different. So this is where you need to be actively engaged, like in those workplace groups, right? When you see those asset managers, like jot down their names, and once a quarter, once a month, like reach out to them via workplace and say, hey, look, I know that you probably have a lot of coverage in this area, but look, I have a ton of default institutional experience. I'm doing HPA over here with other companies, so I know exactly what you guys are looking for. If you ever need secondary opinions, additional evaluations, like you don't have to compensate, like just know that I'm here for you. Like figure out how to add value to these guys. This is another client, because none of you guys have been like, oh yeah, I signed up for ResNet and I got X amount of deals, right? Like those conversations aren't happening. So that will get you able to take access as ResNet, as Equator, as Pyramid would. But this is where we got to step up above our competition. And I will bet on you guys every single day. Like I know that Jeff Russell told me one of the asset managers for Revenos is, just moved here to Houston. Right? Like I've invited him to my Halloween party already. Right. And I'm like, hey, when do you have time to grab some lunch? Hey, do you want to sit down here? Right. This is a rapport building business. And then your like that relationship will get you in the door. Your experience and your production will keep you in it at that point in time. So think about that and use that as an additional asset manager at the end of the day.
Larry, do you think they'll be coming to 5-star? Anybody from EXP Revenos?
I'm trying to get them, like Mark Woodling, who Revenues reports into. He's the head of business development. I'm trying to get him there.
Okay.
They're slammed right now, so that's the hard part. Is like they are drinking from a fire hose, which is a great thing. But I am trying to get them there and to get FaceTime with our group and stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, I definitely, while we're there at Five Star, the REO Alliance will be there in force. We have everybody from that group. We definitely want to make sure that we're all connecting at some point in time. And I just got your email, Brian. I have you on our list now. So yeah, anybody that's going, make sure that you let me know so that we can, have a coffee, go get a drink, just be able to communicate as a group. And I'm going to introduce anybody that I see to anybody that I know, and we'll all do the same thing. Larry will do it, Darren will do it. Anybody that, if we're talking to an asset management company, we happen to see you walk by, we're going to make those introductions. So have business cards ready, but more importantly, ask for business cards. You want to make sure that you're getting business cards and you continue to create those relationships. So it's real exciting. This will be my first 5-star baptism by fire, but I'm definitely excited to go. And I have my calendar all set, so I'll be sending it to you guys first. Again, if we've met in the past, we don't have to have another sit down, but I'll definitely want to be talking to you and meeting up with you while we're there.
Hey,
So
Eric,
yeah.
for our event on Monday, do you want to see if any of the ADR asset managers would like to just kind of show, and then maybe we could grab dinner or something afterwards? Like they might
Yeah,
be
I'll
busy,
talk.
but
I'll talk to Kim. She lives in Dallas. I think she's coming. I think Barry's. I think Neil's coming. I think Tanya's coming. So yeah, I'll reach out to Darren later today. I have some things to go over with him, but yeah, for sure, definitely want to do
okay.
that. Hey, April.
What time is the seminar on Monday?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's 3 o'clock because I'm driving up on Monday. Hold on, let me see if I have it on the calendar.
Yeah, I think it's 3 to 5 because my flight gets in at 11:30, and
Okay.
we didn't want to do it too early.
That's perfect. Thank you.
It's either 3 to 5 or 4 to 6. I can't remember, but we'll get that out to everybody. And is this still an Eventbrite, Larry, that you have, or? You're muted, Larry.
I'm sorry, I was having multiple conversations.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What was the question?
Oh, do you still have that? Can you send me that Eventbrite? I'll put that in the newsletter. We're not full, are we, with that event?
I don't think so, but yes, let me pull up my Eventbrite and I will put it in the.
Oh, just send email to me, and I'll get it out to like I said, I'm gonna send an email to everybody today, maybe tomorrow, but probably today. If you're going to 5-star, if I have you on my list, and again, if you don't get that email from me by, the end of the day tomorrow, let me know that you're going, and then we'll make sure you're on the list. So okay. Yeah, the only other thing I wanted to go over today, I thought the newsletter came out really good. There was a lot of content in it. I didn't realize that EXP had been doing so much outreach with media. So, I mean, Leo did a CNBC interview with their program called Money Matters. Really good interview. I couldn't believe, it was just him and another guest, and then we've had articles in the National Association of Realtors. We have had articles on Market Watch, Time Magazine, Housing Wire, CNN Business. So all those links are in the newsletter. So take a look at them and send them to other people. Let them know that we're definitely taking the forefront of what's going on in the real estate industry. We put a couple listings, one in Washington, one in Houston, in the newsletter. What I'm going to do in a few, from moving this point forward, I'm going to keep them in the newsletter for 2 weeks and then remove them. If you want them to stay in the newsletter, just send me an email on, by Friday. Let me know which properties you want me to feature. Again, our newsletter goes out to over 700 people. It just doesn't go to agents in our group. It also goes to everybody in the Alliance group under Larry. So a lot of people are seeing this newsletter. So if you have stuff that you want to say or something you want to promote, let me know. We'll definitely get it in there. But the calendar of events is really, pretty full this week with things for our agents. We do have a group sales meeting today at 1:30 Pacific time. And what I've been doing also is I've been inviting anybody that I'm talking to that is interested in our group. I've been inviting them to some of our meetings, like our daily huddle or Larry's meeting. So if you want to invite people to, come to the huddles and engage with us, I think it makes a difference. We do talk a lot about a lot of great stuff, and there's a lot of things to communicate, and the fact that we are engaged makes a big difference. The few agents I spoke with last week are like, nobody wants to tell us their secrets. Well, we're more than happy to tell us, you our secrets, because nobody's really competing with each other. Everybody's, we have our areas that we're focused on, and we're just willing to share those ideas with each other, since we are one franchise, one brokerage nationwide. We just happen to be in different zones, so it makes it really nice.
Hey, don't use the F word. That's inappropriate. Like, no franchise or anything like that. We don't have any fees or 10-year contracts or anything. Like, one company, one group, but franchise scares a lot of people away.
Okay, well, don't say that then. But we are one nationwide brokerage. And then I also put Darren's, we had a group meeting with Darren last Tuesday. It was a good call. So that's in the newsletter also, if you guys want to watch that replay. That's it for me. Anything from you guys? Anything that you guys need to communicate with me or go over with Larry and I while we're still on the call? Okay, well, I'll give you back 10 minutes of your time. Remember, we have Jeff Russell at 10:30 today, or 7:30 Pacific time, and then Robert Welcart. But real important is we have our sales meeting today. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to go over at the sales meeting. I know Jeff and Kelly have a good agenda set up for us today. So if you can make that meeting, we do record it, but it's always better to be there live if we possibly can. I'm not even sure if I can make it live today. I have a doctor's appointment for my dad to go to, but I'll try to make it if I can. Okay, any last comments or questions before we head off for the day? For the week? All right, guys, watch for that email from me. I'll be sending it later today or tomorrow. If you don't get it, remember to reach out to me, and we'll get you on our 5-star list. So you guys have a good day. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Eric. See you.
Okay, we'll see you.
Thank you.